So, we'll be continuing this message number 12. This will be 12A. Okay. So, to get part 1 of 12, go to 12. This will be 12B then. Because, okay, anyway. Okay, part 2. So, we got cut off as I started to pull the tarot card. So, the first tarot card that you have coming out, the current situation is Virgo energy with the 10 of Cups right now at the bottom of the deck, but we also have the Queen of Pentacles that was showing itself through. So going back to what we were saying before, Mercury, Saturn, if you have these placements in the fire sign, this is expressing your ability to bring something back to its original state. And the fact that we have Mercury and Saturn, it seems like there's some type of challenge you have experienced on a mental level, especially when it came to uncovering hidden truths here. 9th house, 12th house, and we have the moon come out 3 times already. Well, 2 times in the astrology deck, and the goddess of the moon is here. So with the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles actually facing each other, I feel like this could have something to do with some of you who do have Mercury and Saturn in a fire house placement. 5, 1, 5, and oh gosh, 9. Okay, so the first house, 5th house, or 9th house. But with the Knight of Pentacles coming out here as your current situation, you're being asked to stay on this path of slow and steady. Ideally enough, there's something that has yet to be revealed to you. I feel like this has to do with the completion of a cycle when the full moon goes into Virgo, or as we get closer to that. But you have here Metatron, action, and patience. Okay, so this could also speak of that long journey that you've been on when it comes to your career or work or what it is that you want to do. You could have been on a very long path here to the point where those who you felt were supportive of you started to not fully be of that support because things weren't happening on their ego's timing. But you're on a whole different journey, okay? You're on a whole different journey. You're out here conquering things that may have spiritually attacked you when you didn't even have access to certain tools to protect yourself or even had knowledge of that. So you had to first learn all of that before you were actually able to manifest this dream that you have, especially with Saturn going into Pisces. That's also speaking of that too, where you're able now to manifest your dreams, right? So slow and steady is winning the race. And that's also the story of the tortoise and the hare, but we are in the season of the rabbit. So things are definitely going to speed up for you. It's like the tortoise becomes the hare. Well, the tortoise ends up winning. But because moving too fast, you notice how quickly you would miss out on key points. And not only that, you have the garden and the gate with the key around her. So it's like you've always knew what to do, but as far as where you were supposed to go next, you may have felt like things were on hold. And I feel like it definitely has to do with 9th house and the 12th house energy, where you had to go from a feeling to an observation in order to release certain blockages when it comes to the energy and motion within you. So whenever you feel, a lower vibration due to something that's happening in your external environment, notice, how things slow down because of what you may have to do to regroup to get back into that position. For some of you, it's like you've been on this hamster wheel of constantly healing yourself. You may be in an environment around certain people that are highly manipulative. And it's only until that you embarked on this spiritual journey that you were able to see the intensity of this manipulation. Okay. Oh, that's what we had at the bottom of the deck before that cut out. Thank you, Source. When the Knight of Pentacles came out, it was the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But the King of Swords was upright. So this is someone who knew how to really, manipulate a situation to make you feel guilty, sorrow, pains, and regrets about certain things. Now, we are in the month of March. Once again, grand solar return to all the Pisces out there. So with us being in the second day of the month, this would signify the Nine of Cups. So this could be things that are wishes granted, but they're in and out, okay? But nonetheless, with the Queen of Pentacles, you have the 10 of Cups here. So this is like going back to what we were saying before, being in positions where your third eye was possibly spiritually attacked. And sometimes these attacks could be an attack on self, where there's certain things you may want to know or were supposed to know, but because of what you were surrounded by, you may have either blocked yourself or felt unworthy to gain access to this or to move forward with it. You weren't able to move forward with it because of people around you and how they feel about what it is that you do. It's like the deeper you have walked onto your path, and the deeper you have walked onto the path, and I'm saying the path within yourself, the deeper you knew about everything that was wrong within you. You sat with yourself long enough to see, you know what? I need to step into this Leo or fifth house or sun energy and really see what I'm here to do, really connect with my immortal purpose, so that way I can step into this level of maturity and wisdom, growing through it all, okay? So let's see what else we got here. Growing through it all based on the actions that you take. Mars and Pisces. 10 of Cups. And now we got the 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling y'all, listen. Slow and steady, those are the... Okay. So this is what's happening the moment that you release these emotional blockages. Everything that was put on hold for you, you're about to receive. For some of you, this is an inheritance that you're getting because you've completed major cycles. And I feel like this has a lot to do with the root chakra, as the Queen of Pentacles is making me focus on the red gown that she has on. Okay. So this is really, so she has on this red gown with this green, the headpiece with the green here. So allowing your brain to trust and connect with your heart here. So that way spirit can guide you through through your research of the roots. Through your research of the roots. You're definitely a high priest, high priestess. You are highly connected here. Then you got the 7 of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus. You have to trust yourself. You have to believe in your own core values here. Let's see what else we got. This entire time, when you felt like you were alone physically, you were not. Look at these angels surrounding you. It's like putting a version of you, the version of you, to live your greatest life was placed on hold long enough for you to see who you're going to share this with, and the way you're going to move when it comes to those who you thought you would share it with, but you're no longer going to, after these lessons you've learned, as far as recognizing who exactly is who. out just like this, but this card is the Death card. We have Aries and Scorpio, Mars and Pluto showing up. Higher octaves, lower octaves, eyes above, so below. Whatever rises must fall. Whatever falls must rise. The Queen of Wands and the transformation card crossing her is definitely expressing the part of you when it comes to your ability to dissolve something to its original form. Dissolving something to its original form. It's like an ice that automatically melts with your presence because that's your ability with the fire that you have. It's like being able to see right through because you know what it looks like before it became that. So that is significant. This could also have to do with people that you may have assisted to be where they are today. When it came time for you to take care of you, they wondering why you're taking so long. Well, maybe, just maybe, you had to declutter your mind, body, and spirit from the journey that you have taken to assist them and put your shit on hold in order for them to thrive, because this is also part of that manipulation where people feel like, where you may have been surrounded by people who would use their help or they're not feeling well to make you do things for them. The weirdest shit, but listen. So with the Queen of Wands here, the Queen of Wands is someone who is generous with knowing one's purpose in life, inner strength of the gods. Is Aries is spiritual warrior. Okay, it's the baby. So when we're speaking of a baby, the baby can do whatever it wants to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna always take care of it. So this is like the universe always taking care of you regardless of what you do. But you don't want to take, as you mature and grow, you don't want to take advantage of that. That if you do take it, you don't want to take advantage of it in a way that you're misusing the power. Okay, so there could have been certain things that have ended in order for you to see that part of yourself or see where others could be using you. Okay, and then we have, speaking of ice to water, you have the Queen of Swords. Very sharp, but also the Queen of Swords has an ability to see the past, present, and the future, being an air sign. And this could also be seeing the past, present, and future when it comes to the maternal side of things or the womb space. I'm also seeing or getting that someone is no longer embarrassed about the way they perceive and communicate things. Now you're learning to just step away from situations where you're not fully accepted. So Aquarius energy, 11th house is coming in strongly as well. And then we have the Nine of Swords, okay? And the Nine of Swords is Mars in Gemini. We just had a retrograde in that sign, which was helping the majority, the collective, to really see the lessons they've learned on one-on-one partnerships, Saturn and Libra. Ooh, I'm telling you, whoever you are, you have been granted the keys of the occult, or you've always had it, but now you have been able to step into a position where you're able to utilize it, but not take advantage of it. 92-29, you may be seeing a lot of 22s and a lot of 9s lately, or 99-22 or 22-99. There's definitely a partnership that you're entering at this time that's going to also help you close out the cycle by placing you into this energy of love. Okay? Something has definitely been revealed to you about the source of the anxiety. So that's huge. The source of it obviously would have to do with the lack of reciprocity here. Moon in Taurus could be significant. Then we have this King of Cups showing itself. It's like there's something here that's been revealed to you by the King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. So it's something about here, this King of Cups, frequency, Scorpio energy, transformation. that you may have also been juggling. Okay? It's like this is like having a conversation with someone who is a certain way and they're not changing that, but that could just be your perception of them. But what's actually happening is they're basically like the bridge for you. So you could be a Libra or Sagittarius. They're literally the bridge for you to see what it is that you're doing, to where you're going to and from. Okay. And this King of Cups here was carrying the abundance. Two of Pentacles. It's like they're the source of what it is that you integrate in life, and the way you use your legacy, or the way you use the resources connected to your legacy and actually having it come from the ground up. Now, Jupiter is Zeus energy, and Zeus is actually a child of Kronos, and Kronos was known for killing off his children so that they wouldn't step into a position of power. But Zeus, obviously being Jupiter, connection to Jupiter, or its connection to Jupiter, it's like that wasn't happening on that note. So this is like anything that was put in or placed on your path to distract you or hold you up. People thought they succeeded because you may have been on quite a journey as far as time is concerned. But you're here on a spiritual mission. You're here on divine timing. Everything that you've experienced was the keys for you to unlock the mysteries of life, especially if you have 8th house Scorpio placements, 12th house, 4th house, Cancer, Pisces, all that. And you may have been going through moments of anxiety because of when you express that knowledge. You could be around those who are completely against it, so your ops. Let me see what the angels and ancestors are guiding you to do. What do you want them to do? Shadowed skin, the snake. Pay attention to when the moon is in your sun sign, and make sure for those 2.5 days you're putting yourself in a position of peace, well, harmony, okay? Merging all that you know for the highest vibration of yourself, merging all that you know for the highest vibration of yourself. We have the stag, okay? Trust and thrive, speaking of a father energy. And then we have dream and journey. Trust in your dreams and the journey that you've been in. This is the season for you to thrive. And the moment that you watch this, this is the season for you to thrive, beloved. Let's go. Let's go. Then we got this Triskeli in the back, the symbol of air. So going again, you have this ability to utilize everything of the past, present, and future as one. Something about your water, earth, and fire placements. And regarding that, you're being asked to honor your inner knowing with the medicine mother and the protection guardian. Drop your shields. Let me see what they're speaking of here. Drop your shields when it comes to what? Not fully expressing yourself or hiding yourself because you're where you're at for the moment. You may not be fully accepted. Hey, at least you know. You know. Now go, you know, do what you do. Put yourself in a space where for some of you people are coming to you because now you're putting your work out there. So that could be significant. And we got the tree here, the family tree, or the Kabbalah. Okay. Seven of Cups, Venus and Scorpio. Ooh. Okay. So there's definitely a change here in love because you've gone through quite a shift and lessons when it comes to that, where you may have experienced a lot of betrayal. But with Venus and Scorpio, you're coming into this world to relearn what that means to you. And to relearn what that means to you, unconditional love, the intensity, even the sexual intensity of it, and the type of respect and loyalty you have towards your partner. You may have gone through lessons where you've experienced a lot of betrayal. There's a change when it comes to that because you're someone of high honor here. Okay. Yep, goddess of the moon that was 25. Goddess of the moon is 52. Yep. And you got Archangel Michael here, cutting out everything and anyone that still carries the energy of envy, even if that's at a subconscious level. Even if that's at a subconscious level. A lot of fives here showing up now. Okay. Ooh-wee. Yep. Look at that. This card is a Ten of Cups, but it means, like we just said, like you're now about to receive unconditionally loving partnerships in all areas of life, or in any area of life that you're focused on that. We have number 29 again with the World card. There's a cycle of completion when it comes to where you may have had some form of disbelief when it came to your core values due to the transformation and the clarity that you're now receiving, trusting your gut with this ray of sunlight that's coming in through the window here. And what you're seeing is with this whip and broom, it's like it's cleaning up anything that has been swept under the rug here. Wow. Anything that has been hidden or story untold. So stories that have been untold, that has been kept a secret. You as the high priestess here, the level of anxiety or depression that you have experienced in the recent past or whenever in the past is the same thing that triggered your ability. It awakened your ability. This is okay. This is a message for anyone who has or will be having children during the time that Pluto's in Aquarius. Do not sit here and have secrets or lie to these children. They're going to read you for the filthy person that you are for lying because they can read your thoughts. Okay? So, y'all think what we doing today is wait today. Man, listen. Don't say those ain't the ones you want to play with. People are seeing it already with Pluto and Capricorn group 2008 to right now 2023, 2024. But Pluto and Aquarius, that's mainly it starts the 23rd of March, but it will also be going retrograde. So it'll be going back and forth with the last degrees of Capricorn into Aquarius up until the year 2024. So from 2024 to 2044 where you have that crew of Pluto and Aquarius that you do not want to play around with them. Because they can feel everything and anything on an electrical standpoint. Because Aquarius has a lot to do with, it's ruled by Uranus, which is also speaking of the electrical impulses of the nerves. So it's like it knows what you're going to do before you even thought about it. Shit is crazy. I mean, that's part of it getting real. Look at that. I'm about to say tornado. The tower. What's under the tower? The world card. And listen, that's basically expressing what I'm saying. See this new group in the womb space? Dang. And they are also a part of you, but they're just a developed version of that because they'll be entering at the time that the planets are moving in that direction or entering those signs. You know what I'm saying? So, because your ancestors are within you from the beginning of time, from billions of years ago. Yep, first house, seventh house, becoming whole. Look at that. I'm actually going to conclude this message here. I'm going to record another one. I do have something to do, but I will catch y'all on the next message. It's 414. I love y'all. Take care of yourself. Drink your water. Be at peace. Do your meditations. Do your affirmations. And I'll be back with another message in a few.